LEGO sets are full of fun little details for anyone with a careful eye to spot. With so much detail crammed into many sets, it can be easy to miss some of the more subtle Easter eggs. Today, I'll be pointing out 10 more hidden secrets in LEGO sets. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoy. LEGO is easily one of the most recognizable toy brands in the world. One of the few icons that stands alongside it is Nintendo, so the collaboration between the two was inevitable. The LEGO Nintendo NES set features level 1-1 of the original Mario Bros. Recreated in glorious plastic pixels. This set is full of references to one of the greatest games of all time, but the real secret is only ever visible during construction. Just under the hood on the right side of the console, there's the unmistakable layout of level 1-2. Especially fitting that it's under the surface, as the level itself is an underground crawl through the sewers of the Mushroom Kingdom. LEGO cars tend to make the most out of their license plates. In LEGO's London bus set, the bus has a specific combination of letters and numbers on its plates. The numbers are actually the set number, something that LEGO often does, and the letters refer to the designer Morton Graf Wang. They're his initials. The LEGO James Bond Aston Martin set has all the features you'd expect from any spy car, and one of the iconic gadgets is its rotating license plate. In the movie Goldfinger, the car can switch between German, French, and Swiss plates, and so can this LEGO model. However, with the shape of LEGO bricks, LEGO had a fourth side that they could work with. 3 of the license plate numbers are the same as in the film, but the fourth has the self-explanatory JB007. Maybe not the best idea for a spy to advertise themselves like this, but it's a nice touch. Similarly, the LEGO Volkswagen Beetle set has California plates reading P51AK1, which might not mean much to you at first until you realize that the set was designed by Mike Psyche. It also includes Australian plates that have CAD 156 as a reference to LEGO designer Mel Caddick. Next up, we've got a fun Easter egg that's actually hidden across 2 different sets. When LEGO was celebrating its 90th anniversary in 2022, the company released several reimagined versions of classic sets. One of the most anticipated was the release of set 497, the Galaxy Explorer. The original was a true classic, and fans couldn't wait to get their hands on the upscaled version, set number 10497. Even the set number is a reference. However, during the build, many fans spotted something, a familiar logo on the ship's radar screen. That triangle is the unmistakable symbol of Blacktron, the bad guys from the classic space line. At the time, most people assumed that this was just a neat little reference, and it was. Well, until the end of 2022, when LEGO announced January's gift with purchase. For 2 weeks in January 2023, customers could get their hands on the Blacktron Cruiser set. This ship was a fair bit smaller than the Galaxy Explorer, but that doesn't mean that it's about to run from a fight. The pilot's radar screen in this set shows the outline of the Explorer and indicates that this guy is about to make his move. Now, with more than 24 collectible minifigure series out, it's impressive that LEGO has managed to avoid any real duplicates or reprints, but that doesn't mean that some things don't get recycled. Series 5 featured some unforgettable minifigures like the Dinosaur Guy, the Royal Guard, and the Lumberjack. However, it appears that times got tough for this woodsman in the years following his LEGO debut. By the time Series 14 rolled around with its Halloween theme, we got a view of what had happened to him. This series' Wolf Guy seems to be sporting the same red flannel shirt and jeans, though now they've been ripped up a bit. And before anyone says it's a coincidence, check out the name that's stitched on his shirt: Porkel. Now, the Lumberjack wasn't the only minifigure to get a Halloween makeover. Going back to Series 1 when we got the Skater, several years later, LEGO put out a book called I Love That Minifigure, which was basically a massive illustrated guide to the history of LEGO's little plastic people. Included in it was this unique minifigure showing the fate of the classic character. Speaking of minifigures, I'll have a ton of minifigures that will be auctioned off on Whatnot, my favorite livestream marketplace and also the sponsor of this video. If you want to view my stream, click the link in the description to sign up and download the Whatnot app, or go to whatnot.com/invite/SpitBrix. This month's livestream will be held on Saturday, February 25th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and I'll even have some minifigure giveaways. To make sure that you don't miss it, be sure to follow me at SpitBrix on the app and bookmark my upcoming stream by clicking here. Best of all, everyone who signs up using the link in the description will also receive a $15 credit that can be used during my LEGO livestream to buy whatever you want. You could use it to expand your LEGO collection with some awesome new minifigures. I'm so happy that thousands of you have joined my Whatnot streams over the past few months. It's a lot of fun in the chat, and I look forward to seeing you all there on Saturday, February 25th. Just click the link in the description. Alright, now on to the next hidden secret. It's one of my favorites. There are some clues to the life of your average minifigure scattered across the LEGO City theme. It all starts in 2016 with this LEGO People Pack set. Here you can see some proud parents taking their newborn for a walk. 2 years later, the family makes another appearance in the Pickup and Caravan set, but this time their son is older, perhaps 10 or so in human years. Anyway, 3 years later in the Holiday Camper Van set, the boy is now a grown man with a wife and kid, not to mention also owning his own camper van. He's still wearing the same clothes that he was as a kid though, so I guess some things just never change. So what does all this mean? Well, it took him 5 years to go from being a baby to starting a family. If the average age that humans do that is about 30 years old, then 1 human year equals 6 minifigure years. That would mean that the average lifespan in LEGO City is about 14 human years. And in that case, you better go check up on those minifigures that you bought back in 2009. LEGO also makes several references to other non-LEGO properties as well. With so many licensed sets, fans inevitably want to see their favorite franchises done justice on the small scale. Fans of Pixar films may have spotted a reoccurring Easter egg in those movies, the code A113, which appears in every Pixar movie in some way, shape, or form, except for Monsters, Inc. for some reason. What is A113? Well, it was the classroom number used by the character animation students at the California Institute of the Arts, where several Pixar animators studied. Now, what does this have to do with LEGO? Well, I'm glad you asked. In the LEGO set Spyjet Escape, based on the Pixar movie Cars, the Spyjet has the call sign A113 on its tail. If this LEGO set looks interesting to you or any other set in this video, you can check them out in the description with YouTube's convenient shopping feature. The LEGO movie sets were full of references and Easter eggs, but one set is worth pointing out specifically. The LEGO set Rescue Reinforcements featured 5 minifigures, with 4 being unique to this set, and as it appears, 2 of them are big fans of some older LEGO themes. This guy is rocking a Blacktron shirt that I'm honestly a bit jealous of, and this girl has a shirt with the Fabuland logo on it. If you don't know, Fabuland was a long-running series that stopped production in 1989, so this is definitely a pretty obscure reference. Speaking of older themes making a comeback, LEGO has a history of bringing back characters across multiple lines. The LEGO Nexonites line had some pretty impressive monsters for the heroes to fight, and one of the coolest, hottest, was Infernox. In LEGO set 7325, we got to build this menacing bad guy, but this wasn't Infernox's first appearance in a LEGO set. You see, back in 2010, LEGO released one of the most legendary sets, the Clawcatcher from the LEGO Power Miners line. This set had one of the coolest mechanisms at the time, but for this video, what's specifically interesting is the bad guy. Meet Infernox 1.0. Much smaller, but certainly the same character. How he got from the center of the Earth to the land of Nexonites, I don't know, but he certainly grew a lot. When LEGO announced that The Office would be the 44th Ideas set, fans were overjoyed. While building a model of a struggling paper company's regional office might not sound like everyone's idea of a quote good time, this set has so many references and gags that there's just no way that I can list them all. Some of these were super obvious, like there's Dwight's stapler stuck in Jell-O, Michael's hard-earned world's best boss mug, and my personal favorite, Kevin's dropped chili. But there's a lot of smaller, harder to spot bits as well. Minor details include Ryan's burnt pita and the medals from Season 2's Office Olympics. However, when you're putting on some of the set's 63 stickers, you'll likely notice several initials. On the certificate of authenticity for Michael's watch, there are the initials of 3 people that were vital to bringing this set to life, including the fan designer, as well as the people behind 2 social media pages who were instrumental in helping the submission on LEGO Ideas reach 10,000 votes. But by far the most subtle Easter egg in the entire set has got to be this piece, Stanley's crossword puzzle. Eagle-eyed builders or fans of crossword puzzles might notice that the black squares are actually the letters DLC. Now, what is this? Well, it turns out that the set was designed by 3 designers, Diego Sancho, Lara Perron, and Chris Perron. LEGO has a long history of sneaking the initials of designers into their sets. LEGO designer Fiorella Groves issued a challenge to LEGO fans when she announced that there was a secret Easter egg that was hidden in plain sight within the world map set that she designed. This was surprising to many because the map, while a lovely piece of art, doesn't really have too much in the way of detail. Internet detectives quickly unearthed an interview with Fiorella where she talks about growing up in Hong Kong and her love for Chinese culture. Armed with this information, people were able to spot something off the coast of Japan. Despite being in plain sight, it's still pretty hard to spot. With some quick color correction, however, you can reveal the secret. These are the Cantonese characters mu and z. When arranged vertically like this, they spell Li, the second most common last name in China. They can also mean plum or plum tree. Fiorello later tweeted confirmation of the findings. Have you ever found any secrets in your sets? Comment below. If you enjoyed this video, you'll also enjoy the first video in this series. Click to watch now and subscribe for more LEGO videos.